Hello and get out of the way, Kate. Hello and welcome back to Fallout 4. Hooray! It's time for a little bit more Wasteland action. I'm actually on a mission right now from Sanctuary Hills. Yeah, I just totally went back to Sanctuary to have Preston tell me that a settlement needs help, and that I should go check out Sanctuary Hills. Good job, Preston. But no, they want me to kill some ghouls over here at this rail station. I've not been here yet, so I figured why not? Let's see what it looks like. I've passed by it a few times, I think, but I've not actually gone in it. Or have I? I don't know. I thought I have. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be a first. Oh, here we go.
This is gonna be a piece of...
If I can hit it, this gun's awesome. Oh, jeez, that had to hurt. Anyway, what we'll be doing after we get done with this, we're going to go ahead and pursue the Battle of Bunker Hill, but I think I want to try to kill the Courser rather than helping him. I don't know if I could do that. I want to find out if I can.
You're gonna pay.
Alright, I think that was the main one I had to kill. There are still a lot of ghouls around here, though. Can I shoot the tank? Yes. Oh, yeah, there's some wandering around here, too. Bedford Station.
Whoa. Over here! Come on. You mean that's it? Someone or something. Nice try. Time to make a mess.
Kinda hoping we run into a little bit more, legendary stuff. We are still playing on the, slightly harder difficulty than we had before, so it is worth keeping an eye out for these guys.
Come on, baby. Tell me what this is.
Alright, it's also worth keeping an eye out for loot. Does that mean there's a cache here?
You might want to think about playtime. Disappeared.
I am not going to drop my chef hat, I'm sorry. Though I do find it amusing that the rail cart there actually had a symbol for the railroad. You know, no matter what I do, excuse me, no matter what I do, I will forever be over encumbered. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. That's okay. My go-to rifle is now the Tinker Tom Special, since this thing is fantastic. It's definitely much better than the stock one anyway. A combat rifle. Tell you what, for now I'm going to go ahead and drop that. And we'll go back to Eddie's piece. How about in here? Yeah, this looks like a dead-end cart. Kind of wish you could, like, get one of these trains and just, like, go off on the tracks. That'd be awesome. Nothing. Caps, bottles, skeleton. Railway spike. Railway rifle. Ooh. That's actually pretty neat. That's also really freaking heavy. Can't move the skeletons. Alright, let's check out the railway rifle. If I say it slow enough, I'll say it properly. That's pretty neat. It's kind of heavy, though. It's 14.4 pounds. I don't need to drop a lot. I do probably need to get rid of... Can't drop that. Hazmat suit I can't get rid of. And you are not going to make me get rid of my chef hat. There we go. So let's go ahead and get back to Sanctuary to drop some of this stuff off, and then we will go to Bunker Hill and take care of it. Hey, are you guys just like roaming randomly? Can I steal you? No? Oh, I guess not. Where are we? Is this the, No, I don't know where this is. There was some place I was supposed to, like, take over or whatever, but I never did. No, I think that is. I think that's the drive-in movies. You know what? Let's do this. This is the Starlight driving or whatever, right? Alright, where are you, radio? Oh, just turn the radio off. Okay, it's all on you, Kate. Thank you, Kate. I appreciate your diligence down there. Luckily, those guys are so big and so ugly, I can't miss with this thing. I did not even see a cat mine there. You know what? I should not have been able to set off a cat mine. I have a perk that stops that. What just happened? I wonder if that perk stops working if you're over encumbered. See either that, or even though it was a mine, it might have been triggered by something else, I guess. Let's check this out. Stats, perks. It's part of the stealth perk, isn't it? Sneak. Doesn't show it there. No longer trigger floor-based traps. No longer trigger enemy mines. So how the heck did I just get blown up by a bottle cap mine? I don't know how, but I think it's your fault. Alright, it wants me to do that over again. Of course it does. Ah, you buttface. You buttface. Okay, tell you what, we'll be right back after we get done. I'm gonna go clear that out again. Once I get done with that, we'll go to Bunker Hill. Alright, so we've taken care of that little ghoul problem again. But right now we are on our hunt for our Corsair. There he is. So what I want to find out, I don't know if I can do this, is I want to try to just kill this guy instead of do his things. I don't want to side with the Institute. I don't particularly care for him. And the Institute being who they are, I don't think they'll be too terribly upset if I kill a synth versus killing one of their people. This is probably going to end so badly for me. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of medication. A little bit performance-enhancing drugs, as it were. Buff out. Jet. I don't think I can kill him.
You're mine now, rookie.
Oh, I can. I don't think he's smart enough to fight back. There he goes.
What I'm talking about is that. Something's good. Oh no, you don't.
Where'd the raiders come from? Oh, snap. Oops, sorry, Kate. Okay, we're killing the synths.
Sustaining damage. Upland actuator damage.
I am the victim of violence.
You are, and you're not fighting back either.
I heard you can get anything from these fellas. Time to start looking for some goodies. They built this place up to protect something. We need to find out what it is.
Alright, so what's the... Did that quest update show us anything? Speak with father. Speak to father. Oh, you know what? Let's just go back to... Let's go see if we can go back to CIT. Because like I said, I really don't want to side with those guys. It looks like my inevitable betrayal was an option, and if so, I'm so happy about that. I feel so bad for killing the guy that way, though. He's just standing there like, what's going on? I shot him like 4 times, too, before he realized what was happening. He didn't get upset until I vatsed him. This is going to be the last time I'm allowed in here, probably. Not showing father. Oh, the ruins of CIT. My bad. Not the actual institute, just the ruins. You know, it occurred to me, if I do this properly, I'm not going to be able to take care of the synths that want to escape. Okay, so we're at the ruins, and Father's like right over this way. Might be inside the rotunda. Well, it's not a rotunda, but yeah, he's inside here. It is a rotunda. Sometimes I can be right. It's like Fallout 4 is the best loading screen simulator I have played to date. He's upstairs. Let's see, 21 that way. Check out the map. We want the local map, so R. Speak with father in the ruins. I didn't see a doorway over. Oh, no, there's no doorway over here. There's a doorway up there, though, so let's go one more floor up. Glad I came through here before and cleared out all the super mutants, because this would not be a fun fight. Alright, here we go. That is not a real door, it's a boarded up door. Real doors, anywhere you could show would be fantastic. Wait, what did I leave in there? Oh, no, nothing good, okay. Alright, so this is not a real door. That is a real loot chest, though. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not fall. That would be stupid. I've done enough stupid in this game. Okay, that is a walk off a very short ledge. Oh. Auto pistol? Yeah, no. Okay, so nothing this way. So the only path that was over here is this one over here that I didn't really take. Was it really this way the entire time? It was. It was. Alright. Oh, there he is. He's not going to be happy.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me.
No,
Both
they
of us,
kidnapped you.
Really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the
Yeah,
vault.
what about your mother?
I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. Well, it's remarkable. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future.
There's not enough
A
background
future
noise to
which
this.
I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events.
Oh, he
Bunker
knows.
Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
It's my fault. I wasn't able to complete the mission.
I gave you this opportunity to prove yourself. Particularly to prove to the Directorate that you deserve a place here. That will now be significantly harder. There will be accusations that you deliberately sabotaged the mission.
I did.
Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen them. It's time to go back in.
No. Aw. I still completed it successfully. I didn't want to do that. Well, poop. Okay, so that didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped. Well, the good news is I didn't sell out the sense, so I'm happy about that, but, not happy about this. World map. Oh, level up. Let's level up. Alright, I officially have max agility, which means that if we come all the way down here, I can get Gunfu. Yes, and the next rank is going to be level 26. I can get that next time I level up. Instantly critical hit against 4th target and beyond. That would be fantastic with high rate of fire weapons. With low AP costs. Alright, so let's go ahead and... There we go. Let's get out of here. Tab close. Institute, yes. Let's go tell these people no. You know, I don't actually know if I can tell these people no. Data.
We must speak quickly. We cannot risk being discovered. I have made arrangements.
Oh.
I can get the 13 we discussed into position. But, tell me, do you think Mr. Benet's plan will work?
A better plan is to use this opportunity to rescue everyone. But synths will have to fight for it.
And I thought Mr. Benet's plan was too ambitious. Of course, I'd fight for my freedom. And I know of a few others that might as well. But enough to face all the guards? Perhaps... if we stand up openly to the scientists, more of my people would join us. Yes. Even if most don't join the fight, certainly there are many others who have been waiting their whole lives for this. But we should be prepared for some of the synths to fight against us.
You won't be alone. The Railroad will fight with you.
Together, we have a chance. I admire Mr. Benet a great deal, but we can't tell him about this plan. It's his people we'll be fighting. I will talk to my friends. Meet me here tomorrow. If I don't make our appointment, assume the worst.
Give Z114 a day. There's a bench around here, right? Let's just go ahead and sit down a little bit. That is not a couch. I'm sorry. That is not a couch. Alright, 24 hours later. Holy cow, this takes too long. Alright, so let's check the clock. Okay, we're at 24 minutes. Doing good.
Before we can proceed, give Mr. Benet what he requested. Everything hinges on opening those doors.
Now, shouldn't we, like, weapons or something? Alright, so where's the other one here? The, there we go. So it's in here. There's Z. Benet's down here. Got a very...
Get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
Liam, I got your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming, even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
This is a delicate operation. Are you okay if we have to use violence?
Good question. If we find ourselves in that position, we pull the plug and wait for another opportunity. We can't risk anyone's life over this.
Would it be possible to rescue more synths?
Those 13 synths are the only ones we're sure we can trust. If we push our luck and get the wrong synth involved, the whole thing could unravel.
Here you go.
Great. Listen, I need a favor. Z114 is working the atrium again. Can you give him an update? It's safer if you do it.
Sure, sure, we can do it. I didn't rob this place blind. I'm going to regret that. It's one of my big regrets is not robbing this place.
I asked my friends if they'd take up arms for their freedom. I was surprised at the number of volunteers. Perhaps once the fighting begins, many others will join us. But we will fight and die very quickly unless we have weapons. A lot of them. Given the right materials, we can make our own crude but serviceable weapons. Unfortunately, we're missing a few critical ingredients.
I have weapons I can give you.
Excellent. Deposit anything you can spare in Maintenance Closet 3B. But we need enough weapons to arm an entire rebellion.
So
the
how much is that?
ingredients are still necessary.
What ingredients?
Gunpowder, laser focusing crystals, and a couple other things.
Tell me how I can help.
We've come up with a plan to get what we need. The Institute's always expanding. Excavation just completed on one of the sublevels. The mining equipment has been packed into crates, and they haven't been moved yet. That equipment has everything we need. And thanks to Mr. Benet, the construction crew is populated solely by my friends. But they're under constant supervision. How do you feel about killing some guards?
I'll do it, if it's necessary.
We could come up with no other way. After you eliminate the guards, we'll move the supplies and blow up the tunnels behind us. To the SRB, it will be a tragic construction accident that killed many synths. Rare, but not unheard of. And then, our dead friends can assemble the weapons we need. Good luck.
This seems kind of, iffy. Wait a second. Yeah, optional. So I guess the weapons locker's over this way? Because I know I could find a bunch of pipe pistols to, like, just shove on these guys. Yeah, you guys can have that. I don't need it anymore. No, I'm keeping those guys, though. Alright, let's go get some of the junk weapons. I have Sweeper. It's like, what kind of weapon is that? No, it's a broom. I've seen it many, many times. And this guy's just staring over here, just watching me put weapons in a crate for no reason, totally unaware as to what I'm doing. Alright, now let's go get some more weapons. Stats, map. Sanctuary? Yes. It's a really odd workbench. It has both a sewing machine built into it, a little tiny anvil, and a really terrible makeshift forge. Alright. Oh. Go through the door. Oh, gate, move. Alright, so let's get in a suit here so we're able to carry stuff. I don't want to take all. I want to take a little bit of them. Oh, I guess I'll take them all.
Then I have.
Come on, XO1. I'm sure they'll appreciate seeing me come into the Institute decked out in power armor. That's not going to set off any red flags whatsoever.
Unless the next bloke we run into is armed with a can opener, I'd say we're good to go.
Boo, boo. Alright, so what we got in here for a wooden crate for weapons. Yeah, they can have those guys.
It's a far cry from working with the gunners.
Oops. I didn't want that. That's okay. Frag mines, tactical heavy assault rifle. You know what? I'll keep that. I keep hitting the wrong stupid thing. 308. Yes, I will skip on the 308. Yes, no, it's because I can't. Need to drop 13 pounds. How much is it though? They're 2.3 pounds, right? So drop that, get these guys. That is what, 16.2. 6.2, 13, so combat rifle. You know what? Let's get the Zeta guns. They're absolutely terrible, and why not? And we'll deposit the missile launcher since we don't need that. Give all these guys radiation poisoning. Alright, and back to the Institute. Actually, you know what? I never turned in the quest here. There should be a settler around here that wants to talk to me. At least I thought there's a settler here that would want to talk to me. Yeah, here we go.
I'm always glad to see the sun come up one more time.
Were you able to clear out those ghouls?
Yep.
Took care of those ghouls that were giving you trouble.
You did? That's great news.
Didn't realize I had 47 cores for this thing. Should probably get more use out of it. Alright. Quick travel time. Alright, so we'll go ahead and drop these guns off. I think that should be enough, and then we will,
I wish Quinton would stop telling those stupid stories.
we'll drop off the weapons and then go down to check out the other mission
I
that
have nothing
Z1
to report at the moment.
had.
Have a nice day.
Sometimes I hide my dad's work notes just to mess with him. It drives him crazy.
Alright, weapons. Dun-dun-dun. Pipe pistol, combat rifle, laser rifle. Zeta. Alright. Yeah, I really don't want the Zeta guns. They're just really terrible gamma guns. Alright, so it's going to tell me to go over
From
this
what I
way.
hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Good to see you. Feeling well today?
Nope.
Sir, we've had
Nice
another
work bringing
situation.
that rogue synth
A
back.
code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia.
Where exactly is this door? How the...
In the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert.
It's gotta be up. It's gotta be up.
Did I turn off the interferometer?
Wait, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again.
Yeah, it's gotta be upstairs.
Understood.
I think walking the staircase is still quicker than taking that elevator, though.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Wait. I'm too high, aren't I? Yeah, I'm too high. I like the fact that they're not even remotely bothered by the fact that someone's walking around with this much power armor. Totally.
X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
We won't be mentioning those combat skills.
Have you seen J522 around? He didn't show up for duty today, and I can't seem to find him.
Did you check robotics?
How the
He
bleep
was
do you get
probably
there?
scheduled for routine maintenance.
Tunnel guards.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I thought so too, but he wasn't in the log.
No, it's not through here, is it? Am I that bad? I am that bad. How about... What do we got in here? There's a terminal. You got anything for me? Review access logs. Thompson E. Replace primary display assembly tube. Tube burned out. B767 cleaning supply inventory. Routine facility inspection. Requisition additional supply of cleaning agent 7. Well, that's a truly wonderful bit of backstory. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Let's get a light. Maybe I'll be able to talk my way out of this.
Greetings, citizen. I believe you have business with the guards.
That is just creepy.
Greetings, sir.
Oh, they're synth guards. Okay, yeah, of course they are.
Report, sir. Operating at full capacity.
Where's
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Is there like a guard leader?
Nominal.
G981 is our shift leader.
Please direct all inquiries to G981.
Construction is proceeding according to schedule.
Nope, there isn't. Okay, so you know what we're gonna do, right?
Initiating self-defense. Quickly damaged.
Oops. Okay, so the revolver does nothing against them. Explosive calibrated combat rifle.
My programming allows me to terminate you in self-defense.
Boom time! These guys are tough, holy cow.
Allows me to terminate you in self-defense. You are damaging valuable Institute property.
Okay, that's one down, holy cow.
Hit sustained. Assessing damage.
Oh! I popped his head off.
In self-defense.
I think I need like armor piercing stuff for these guys. This is insane. Okay. I don't think, even though they're synths, I don't think they count as robots. I think they're different enough for this not to make a difference.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, no. Does nothing. Does nothing whatsoever. Take your time special.
My programming allows me to terminate you in self-defense.
Alright, so that's one, 2 down. Shotgun. Yeah, shotgun.
My program allows me to terminate you in self-defense.
I could not take out 6 guards. This is absolutely crazy. If this is a point to the rest of the game, I am so in trouble.
My program allows me to terminate you in self-defense.
Luckily, the wounding negates armor. It doesn't deal with it at all.
Thank you, stranger. Leave now. Soon, this will all be under rubble. Remember Z1's plan, everyone. Grab everything we can use. The crates, especially.
Let's make sure we get anything out of here that we need. Injector. Yeah, this guy just had a really bad death. I feel kind of bad about doing that. Not that bad, but kind of bad. Judging from the sound of it, though, they were the second generation synth. They weren't the third ones. That has to be really down low, by the way, for nobody to hear any sounds of something going on in there. Alright, and where is Z1? Over this way. But yeah, by the bioscience. Okay, good.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Hey, Z1.
You have done your part, and we'll do ours. Weapon construction will begin immediately.
Any news about Liam?
Liam's got his terminal working. When the time is right, we have someone who can operate it. I'll stall Liam as long as I can, but he's anxious to proceed with the old plan. You should avoid him if you can. If he had any idea what we're up to, I fear he'd report us.
This is a good start.
The greatest challenge remaining is keeping all of this secret from the SRB. So we're being very careful, which, unfortunately, takes time. For now, please continue working with Father. We can't afford for him to grow suspicious. When my people are ready, I will contact you.
I've been working with Father. I don't want to continue working with Father. I hate to tell you, but your people aren't getting out of here. At least not with my help. Tell you what, let's get out of here. Take that core before somebody takes the armor. Alright, sit, and let's just give it a 24-hour wait or something. T. Alright, the waiting song begins again. Do 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 do. Do 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 bee boo doo boo 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 bee boo doo boo. So apparently 24
I'll
hours.
be happy to assist you.
Hey, Z1.
It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, no, still don't know. Okay.
decent increase in security. I wonder what's going on.
Something about
Alright, so I guess we can't really do anything with them, unfortunately. That was worth it. It was worth an attempt, but we can't do it. Alright, and mankind redefined.
disappearing since, I think.
Disappearing? Must be something to do with the salvage teams.
I believe so, yeah. Apparently,
Best part of my day is coming home to my girl.
Dr. Ayo's been on a tear lately trying to get to the bottom of it.
What do you think?
It's gotta be somewhere inside.
Where exactly am I supposed to go for this?
Or be held a bit.
Attend
From
directory
what I
meeting. It's
hear,
all the way
that
up.
rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs. But honestly, what am I going to do with the day off?
Nope, even higher. I should have realized that was somebody's house, not a meeting. House, not meeting.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the facilities
Good,
division
we're all here.
immediately.
I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Me? Sure. That's bullshit.
Really? Well, there's no shame in being out of the loop, as it were. The project has been classified for quite a long time. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
I'm not sure what this means.
You'll see in time. I promise you that. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Please, everyone, please.
Braytech,
I'm sorry.
no!
This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard.
I feel really sorry
This
for what I'm
will
about to
conclude
do.
this meeting.
I feel really, really sorry because I'm about to, do something that he will not like.
592 is undergoing the reclamation process as we speak. Before long, he'll be back in the
If I kill a synth, will they kick me out? I mean, am I too far along in this? Have I dug my grave with the Institute?
Your presence here is a great gift. Not just to Father.
Let's find
but
a,
to all of us.
Good to see you. Feeling well today?
Oh yeah, feeling fantastic. I'm doing something I really don't want to do.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
You know what, I guess let's talk to Father first, and then we'll take care of whatever it is.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
I'm really, like I said, I really didn't want to initially side with the Institute, but I've gone too far. I know that I think I can kill one of these guys and then they would like kick me out, but I don't know what that's going to do for my general quest chains.
Perhaps someday our synths can reclaim the Commonwealth.
You know, you should probably work on doing it yourself.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
Sean. I don't want to run this place.
Are you so sure? You seem to have a natural talent for leading by example, getting things done. This will suit you. And I think we can both agree the Institute will need the guidance. There's no question that some of the Directorate, and the Institute at large, will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
You're not going to like what the right thing is. You are not going to like what the right thing is. So the only faction I think at this point that can really do anything against the Institute is probably going to be the Brotherhood. The Minutemen are good against the mutants and the ghouls and stuff, but I don't think they're going to be able to take on an army of synths. Let's see. Speak with Allie Fillmore.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
I need some details here. I have no...
Of course. That's why we're talking. Otherwise, you'd be up top already. Recent events...
She's not nice.
Timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
What's a beryllium agitator?
The details would be lost on you. No offense. The point is, it'll allow us to boost the reactor's power and get it running sooner than planned. You just keep me safe. I'll worry about the agitator.
No way. You're not going. You'd be a liability.
Well, that's about the most insulting thing I've heard in a while. Okay,
you're welcome.
On your own then. Good luck. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We
yes,
don't want
they
them
are.
getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and they'll get you over to mass fusion in a flash. Pun sort of intended.
I do not like her. We are going to inform the Brotherhood on this, because I do not want to side with these guys. Alright, so who do I go to in the Brotherhood to talk to? Wait, can you actually build at the Pridwin? No. Look at the little 3D model there. Who's a good doggy? I have to sneeze so bad right now. I like the fact they don't realize that I've just relayed into the enemy.
Your rad levels are spiking.
Yes, yes, I know. Okay. Oop. That's downstairs. We want to go upstairs. Alright, I think Mr. Sulky Pants and the fantastic coat is still on the flight deck down there. Where are we going though? It is this way.
Ad Victoriam, brother.
Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician and an experienced soldier.
Reading my
Can you
experience,
tell Kells if he
hotshots
wants
and
things
big
fixed, he
mouths
needs to keep
end
the
up with
damn
closed
ship
casket
steady?
funerals.
Hey, get back here.
Proctor Ingram, the Institute wants me to get something called a beryllium agitator from the ruins of mass fusion.
A beryllium agitator? I seem to remember reading an old technical document on those once, but I only thought they were theoretical. It must be pretty darn important if they're sending you to find one.
Could we not look at your back?
You know, if we head over to mass fusion right now, we may be able to get the device before the Institute does. That's if you don't mind a little company, of course. You sure it's a good idea to take Miss Nanny here with us?
Why would you want to go?
Are you kidding me? Mass fusion was on the cutting edge of atomic technology. And considering there hasn't been much in the way of engineering advancements lately, that makes it a goddamn gold mine. I'm not gonna miss an opportunity like that.
Sure.
It would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. This could be our best chance at beating the Institute to the punch.
It will be, but we are going to be doing this next time. See you then.